Alright, we are live. Let's get my account monitors booting up right now. It'd probably be faster if I had a tablet, which I will eventually. That's at like, last I checked it went up to $277 right now. Still cheaper than others. There's one locally for $500 that has a case and a screen protector, kind of tempting, but still cheaper if I get one online and go that way. Although if this really cheap one doesn't go and I have to pay closer to $400, then I might just do the $500 one. And then maybe swap out the case, because there's a case I'm looking at that has like a strap and a bunch of other stuff. Anyways, chicken tacos. I don't even know what you guys can see, but I've got wide angle lens on right now. So, stove's on low. I've got a bunch of oil, some chicken in there. We're going to put our other yummy goodies in there as well. Well, it's maybe medium low. It's on 3. I'll be turning that up in a minute too. Actually, I'll turn it up right now to 4. Yeah, let's... Oops. It's so slow at picking up the network and everything. And I think it's gotten slow, and if I like refreshed it, it might be a little bit faster, but I'm not going to. But yeah, like, feeling it in my hand feels right. I remember that nice feel. But using it, I'm like, how do I use this as my daily driver? But it's getting on in age. So, go away. So, my channel. Go away, system update, it won't install. So far, nobody watching, but that's cool. That's cool. Let's, so, ignore building noises and get cooking. We're doing some red onion here. It's not a full red onion, obviously. It's been cut. I don't know how big it used to be, but We might do a little more red onion than this, some of the next red onion. First of all, let's just get rid of the roots. Bye-bye roots, and go away, stupid system update. Hey, we got 1 watching. I don't know if it's me or not. This is the weird... Yeah. And they're working on the stairs right now, too, so... But you guys are actually really close, too. I like that. Hold on a second. The end for you. Ugh. Wow, latency's actually not bad. Yeah, that's way zoomed in, so... There we go. Now what I'm actually going to do is go to my home, wait a second for things to update, come around to my phone, nobody's watching. Is it really counting me? Please tell me it's not counting me. Go back and it still says 1 watching. And 1 appears again. Go back to my home. I think we confirmed that I'm the one watching myself a lot. Which is a bummer. A huge bummer. These videos do get some views afterwards. Oh, hold on, that's staying solid. I don't think that's me, which is weird. Now it's gone. That's weird. Anyways, I don't know. I'll have to ask. Somebody out there has to know. I'll have to go on a Google form or whatever. So, cut off the roots. Get rid of that little peely bit. Now we'll get some heat going over here too. A little bit of boiling with the oil, that's good. We want to trap all of our juicy moisture in there. Wow, it seems like the latency... 1, 2, 3... Wow, 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3... Oh wow, they've improved latency a lot with this thing somehow. Because it used to be literally worse. And maybe it still is when I'm going from my computer. But I don't know, there's just this, just seems way faster. Because it used to be 30 seconds. I'm not joking. I counted 30 seconds. So, that actually has me kind of sort of curious. Now, this is actually cool with the speed of this happening. One more. That's actually cool. Oh, hold on. I gotta show you guys something else cool. Okay, so first of all, let's give ourselves some feedback. Okay. There we go, that's far enough. It's not quite doing it here. Ah, we had rotation too. That doesn't help. Oh, but you can kind of see it swirling off in there. I'll have to show this with my computer where there's no latency with when I get with my webcam set up right now, because it does look cool. Anyways, yeah. So we just want diced red onion. Just your usual nothing fancy dices. Which I'm a little bit nervous, just a smidge, because for some reason the outer layer of this part of the onion is like loose, not really connected to the other ones to slide around. I'm worried about cutting with it, but I'm not super worried. I've got good knife skills. There's a thing I will grab out and show just a second. That I've probably shown this before. I don't know. Something we haven't ever used, like ever. We bought it years ago at well, I'm not seeing it, and that's probably, I mean, it makes me wonder what happened to it, and it wouldn't work for the onion, but it was essentially just a little rubber thumb guard for chopping long vegetables like carrots. So you go like this, you can cut and not cut yourself. I don't know where that is. Let's get the rest of my juice, I'm thirsty. Okay. Chicken is also still frozen. Just barely took all of them out of the freezer. And I quickly, with some water running down, separated 2 of them. The rest of them are on the counter behind me, and I'm still letting them out to defrost because I want to put them in separate little baggies in the freezer. Look, this, okay. So, got some numbing red onion here. I think this is going to be enough, especially with everything else that we're doing. I don't want to do some rice with this, but then I kind of don't. Hold on a sec here. Let's make some adjustment to our camera. Something maybe like that. We'll go with that. Kind of wish that this was a wider angle. I mean, I don't know if wider angle is possible or not. Could be. There we go. Some yummy onion in there. I'm gonna grab some tongs. Not the tongs I was looking for, but they are tongs. Just gonna rotate this chicken around. Give the other side some yummy oil goodness while it cooks. Put the lid back on. We're gonna let some of the moisture cook out when we're done with this whole thing, but we want for now moisture, preventing the chicken from sticking. Get some peppers as well. I am hungry. A white onion. There we go. Yeah, that's about as much onion as we have. It's about equal for the onion. We had a little more red onion in there, but with what we've got, it's okay. Now I'm kind of wondering if I had my phone farther back, would I get a wider field of view? It'd make logical sense, but then things would be smaller. I don't know, because I'm also tempted to tilt up by a bit, but yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna get these a quick rinse under the sink with warm water so that they are soft and easy workable. Because right now they're hard because they're frozen. Because they last longer that way. But I also find they're a little bit too hard for me to cut safely. It's too dangerous. There we go. Now these peppers are about the same stiffness as fresh bell peppers. That's what you want to get when you defrost them from frozen. And only freeze them if you think you're going to take a while to use them, because we don't use it one bag usually before it goes bad. And this way we also can buy 2 bags. Less trips to the store. These things are nice. I'm tired, but I've also been, I was out today doing a lot of walking and stuff. Hold on one sec. I was going to close the door, but they got a tool right there, so I can't. Don't want to interrupt their workflow anyways. Hold on. Gotta grab a stool and sit down. This is... Oh. I haven't walked multiple places like this in a while. This is a lot of walking, especially compared to even work at Dollar Tree, which is a standing cashier's job, as well as a little bit of stocking because we put stuff away, go back some stuff. Whew. So yeah, I took a package to the post office. Then when I was there, stopped by a gas station, saw some things I'd never seen, didn't know exist. Like, have you ever heard of a Lucky Charms treat? Or a Cinnamon Toast Crunch treat? Yeah, it's a Rice Krispie treat thing, but it's with those respective cereals. Never heard of that before. This was at the Holiday gas station. And a few other things that actually didn't seem bad for their price when usually gas stations are really expensive. They had some good prices. But then I wasn't comparing to anywhere else. They also had some stuff that was very obviously not a good price, like some bags of Skittles that at Dollar Tree are 89 cents, and they were like 125 there. No. Yeah, no. But gas stations get people, especially since they're quick, easy, usually close to freeway exits, which this one is relatively close, although it's not the closest one. And it, I don't know, it's just makes a nice convenience. Well, I was going to look this up, but I forgot. But being in there got me curious, what is like the cheapest gas station? And so I was curious to look online, see if anybody had done price checking and whatnot, and what their findings were. And here's a thing where we are getting to the peppers being a little bit too soft, because if you freeze them and then you let them defrost, they're a little bit too soft to cut, in my opinion. A little too kind of rubbery almost. And I could have steeled the knife, that is to straighten the teeth out again. Didn't think about it. Oh well. I am tired. Like I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm also kind of sort of running on not a super lot of food. Like I wasn't super hungry today. I don't know why. I just wasn't. But it wasn't where I'm not really hungry, so I'm not gonna eat. Because I did eat some stuff today earlier. I forget what I had for breakfast. What did I have for breakfast? Oh, that's right, yeah. I was planning to go out and get some Panda, but I decided against it because of expenses and where money's going right now. But yeah, I'm tired. But yeah, expenses, and so I didn't get Panda. I did have some, I had like a few chips, and then some honey roasted sesame, not really sticks, but they were chips this morning. Might have had some juice as well, I think. And then I went out for most of the day, and that was at, I woke up late too. I woke up like 11:30 maybe, I don't remember. But I forget what time I left. Maybe around like 1 or something, 12:30 to 1. Got back maybe an hour ago. Yeah, about an hour ago. A lot of walking, post office, the store, the gas station. Then I went to Target and looked around. I was also considering getting something to eat at Target, but I decided against that. Although it was very tempting to get, it was about $4.50. For like $2.50 more, I can get 3 breadsticks and a drink. I was very tempted to do that, but then I didn't. And part of my decision not to was also there was like a nice woman in front. And that's what she ordered. And it was like she grabbed like the last breadstick that they had warm. I knew they could make more, but I was like, I don't really feel like waiting. It's fine. So I went on, didn't order anything there. From there, stopped by Rayleigh's, was thinking about maybe getting something there, but their deli was already closed at that point, which I was okay with too. I didn't get anything at Rayleigh's. Saw a few people that I know. Someone was my neighbors, and then one of them was a guy that shops at Dollar Tree quite often. And he looks like Big Clive. So, cool guy. Know him a little bit. He's nice. What else? Oh, I stopped by Animal Art too. Looked at birds. Still got Coco. She's still around. I would like a different bird or a bigger bird. They had some parakeets, I think. I'm not sure though. The birds that were where the label is pointing to looked a little bit different, like they weren't rosy bird. Some of the labels were obviously not right. Like you had a white, it was like a parrot, almost, but not a parrot. It was almost the size of a cockatiel, but it was more of a parrot than a cockatiel, which they are technically parrots, yes, I think, but yeah, and it was white, all white except for its beak. And there was also a cute little, no, it wasn't a conure, it was probably a parrot, but it was actually with its owner. She takes him everywhere, and they were kind of almost joking but being serious that he acts like a human, and she kind of treats him like a human, and it's not bad to do with birds to some extent, but it was fun and cute. We had a little talk because he was trying to like eat her Coca-Cola or whatever, her Pepsi, and then I think some other food that she had there, pizza or something. She talked about it wanting pizza, not getting any pizza. Like maybe some of the crust. I know I gave Jima, the cockatiel, some pizza crust. But I mentioned that probably just want to do things that you're doing because birds like doing that. Oh, I should have told this one story. So first, the story that I did tell was between me and Jima, and what it was is I was eating potato wedges and I offered her a little bit of potato wedges. It's potato, it's okay. Not the healthiest form, but it's okay. So she tasted it like she went like this. That's literally what she went like. Yeah, just like that. Make sure it looks good and things. So she went like that. Didn't care for it. A little later, I let her try it again. Same thing. And 30 minutes later, I'm at my computer eating these things still. And she actually comes over and starts eating them from the bowl that I'm eating from. She literally actually takes a bite of one and eats it and swallows it. So then I'm like, well, okay, here, you want some? I break a little piece off, put on her own little napkin there. You can eat from that one, not the one from the bowl. She didn't want that. She wanted the one that I was having. Tried to eat from the bowl again. I kind of sort of discouraged it because I don't want bird in my food. And she got the message and didn't eat anymore. You could have had some, Jima. You could have had some. But now the story from my cousin. This is a great story. Really illustrates how birds like to do things that the humans are doing. So, this bird would eat pretty much whatever my cousin was having. I think he did limit some of the stuff, because obviously it's a bird. Birds can't have everything that we can have. But a lot of stuff, like I think he'd give the bird a little bit of tacos sometimes. I know my cousin likes tacos. Things like that. Food in general. He's, I think he's Asperger's. I'm not positive, but I think he's Asperger's or something like that. And so he does have a job at Harmon's grocery store, but he also what's the word? Oh yeah, but he also likes a lot of TV watching and video games, kind of a thing. So, anyways, and a lot of it, you know, more than me even. So, Bird always eats what he would eat. They were good friends. There was a little parakeet, by the way. So then my aunt gets the idea, see if Bird will eat anything, and has my cousin go outside and get a bowl full of snow. Let's turn this up to 5 now, so medium. So he gets a bowl of snow and start eating it. Nothing really happens. So then she has my cousin eat it like he really likes it, like nom, nom, mm-hmm. And the bird goes over to the bowl and eats snow. So yeah, birds just want to spend time with you and do things with you that you're doing. You're eating, well, they want some of it too. They want to share in the glory with you. And Think about it, birds probably do share a decent amount of food. There are some birds that are hogs and they don't like to. But if they're with a really tight pack, then chances are one bird finds food, you're going to tell the other birds are going to find out about it, and they're going to come in and enjoy this meal. Unless it's like a really small portion and one bird's already there. Like, if one bird finds a walnut, they're probably not going to share. If a bird finds a whole bunch of walnuts, oh yeah, they'll go after the walnuts. Birdies love walnuts. Which is why there's a joke. The picture had like a cockatoo on there, I think. And it said something like, if I have 6 walnuts and you take 2 away, how many fingers will you have left? Yeah, funny joke. Anyways, we need to get some beans in there too. We're going for some kidney beans here. Dark red. I love these beans. My favorite beans. And we're putting the juice in. Do not strain. The juice is part of flavor. And you can definitely get your juice to cook down and add flavor as it kind of simmers together with everything else yummy and delicious. And it's so sweet and nice. I like it. So, you know what I'm actually going to do? A lot of stuff that we're doing now is going to be taking place in the pot. So I'm going to move you guys over. We're going to swap sides so that you can actually look into the pot now. Cool. Loosen that up a bit. There we go. Now you can see inside of the pot. That's cool. And I'm going to turn off comment monitor for a good solid minute. And I'll go back to find my camera and see if one is still watching. Okay. And the plan is, I'm going to cook this all down, get everything yummy, and then I'll go and cut up the chicken afterwards into smaller chunks or shreds. And then from there,
by the time we get to 52 inches, we want to be 42 and
I'll, what's the word?
3/8.
Then I'll put it back in with stuff. Seasoning. Some Tarhin Clanco. We'll go for some, just as needed. I don't know how much. It's probably good enough. Maybe a little bit too much. Because remember, it's a chili lime seasoning, so it's got a little bit of tartness to it. I'll go ahead and turn everything up to 7. I'm going to really get some heat in here. Really get these cooking. You got onions, peppers, and chicken. That will be good, especially once the chicken's cut up. Come around the back here. Nobody's watching, so it's probably me watching, which is a bummer. Sad bummer. I don't feel alone, though, for anybody who watches afterwards. Literally, I don't. But, hey. It is nice when people watch live. So get the bell icon on so you know when I go live. I'm going to do streams like this and other streams. I streamed 4 hours ago for Mystery New Piece of Gear, which, spoiler, it's the wide angle lens and the different lenses. No, I don't want to watch that stream. People do see it though. I don't know why nobody saw my Mystery Piece of Gear. 4 people did watch me playing my game World War II Goes to Space 2. I need to get a drink on first. Chicken in the back there is still frozen together, solid. Also, these were on sale today. Come on. These are Red Hot Blues tortilla chips. They were 2 for $6, so $3 each. Whereas I don't know what they normally are, but they're really good and they're healthy. They're like Garden of Eden, or Eden, and yeah, it's a play on Garden of Eden from the Bible, but they're good. They're pretty healthy too. 1971, when our founder turned organic blue corn into the first blue corn tortilla chip. Today we continue to carefully craft our signature thick and hearty chips from whole organic corn kernels to create the perfect tortilla chip. Our unforgettable flavor comes from our high-quality ingredients and organic corn we source from our long-term dedicated farming partners.
Okay. No, I'm measuring the electrical box.
It's what you expect for organic.
Let's see, the right side is the good side, isn't it? The right side
I don't know if
is
it's
the good
fair
side,
trade.
right?
You could probably say fair trade, but this stuff is grown in the US where like cocoa isn't, so that's why cocoa gets fair trade. Organic blue corn, expeller pressed canola oil and or safflower oil and or sunflower oil. Seasoning, which is tomato powder, rice flour, salt, spices, only iffy ingredients so far. Paprika, color, onion, torla yeast, natural smoke flavor. Got a little bit of smoke flavor in here, interesting. But, the reason I say spices, because sometimes spices legit does just mean various chili powders and stuff like that. And sometimes spices means something a little bit closer to MSG or natural flavors. Jordan Oliver's watching and he says this is epic. You've been saying that the whole time. Cool. Actually, no, seriously. Find something else to say. If you, I don't know. Since you're just joining, let me show you my new piece of gear. Check this out. Yeah. Wide angle lens, baby. Just got it cheap from Walmart. Don't need anything expensive. Yeah, everything's turning yummy. Give it just a little bit of a stir here. Accidentally dropped hot juice from the thing in my hand. I'm gonna come in. See how our chicken's looking in the middle here. Still a bit of pink in the middle of the chicken. We're gonna let it go. We want the chicken fully cooked. And then we'll pull out the chicken pieces, cut them up, put them back and let it cook down a bit. Sweet. Sorry about saying everything is epic. I mean, yeah, okay. It's kind of cool. But at this point, it's kind of like, is it really? But yeah, so, I mean, you can even rephrase it if you want to. Okay, this is cool. This is really awesome. This is epic. Change it up just a little bit. Because it's like a copy paste is what it sounds like. And it's not a really huge bad thing. I don't know. It just doesn't sound original and exciting like you're really watching. So, I don't know. But yeah, glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're watching. It's always nice to have somebody watching. Yeah. And I guess, well, I've got you here and we're letting this cook down. So it's got wide angle lens right now. I can unscrew wide angle lens to get behind it a macro lens, which is actually pretty cool. And it's also got a 180 degree fisheye. I was looking for something cheap, but that I knew would be good. I wasn't sure if this one would be good, but it turned out to be pretty good for the price. And then also, what else was it? Oh, and cheap. And also because it was from Walmart, I knew I could easily return it if I wasn't happy with the quality and wanted to go with something more expensive. There's one I was kind of tempted to get that was $130, so I definitely wasn't going to get it because I don't need this. My phone's not my main shooter. But the big thing that made it tempting is one of the guys in the commercials who works for their somewhat small company, Moment Lenses. His name is Caleb. So yeah, tempting. But then also, I was kind of curious. Now I'm actually really curious too. You know, probably not gonna try them, but I stopped by Bad Apple today just to look at what kind of phone cases and stuff they had. See if maybe they had a case for the tablet I'm gonna get that might suit my needs, just because I'm curious. And they had some lenses for your smartphone. Pretty much the exact same style and kit as mine, just a little bit better built. Those were more like $39. No, I'm sticking with what I got. So most of my use is going to be on a wide angle lens, but there is, dude, yeah, if you were super close by, if we had actually met up, I totally would do that. You know, this is something where we possibly could, like, if there's any of this left over when we're done, you know, it could totally be a thing, like I'm going to work, put some in a bag, and you stop by at the Dollar Tree. We could totally do that. But, you know, at some point I do want to plan something, meet some of the local people around here, and actually, you know, do something. I don't know what, I don't know when. I was doing a lot of projects and trying to keep busy. So yeah, but, so wide lens definitely get used. Fisheye, probably not. Especially since, I mentioned this earlier in the earlier video. But, what was, oh, the fisheye in the picture, like on the box, doesn't have as dark of a ring around it as the one on the actual lens does. So, But macro is actually surprisingly good. I was able to get closer shots than I didn't test with just my phone getting a close-up, but compared to my actual Sony HX99 camera, I can get way closer, and it is so much nicer. So the macro will probably actually be getting some use. I want to put together a mini short review of this thing. Yeah, and yep, get together for all the fans locally would be nice. I mean, kind of sort of had that with the Airborne Death showing, but some people couldn't show up, some people were gone. I don't know how many people knew about it, but yes. I'd like to plan some sort of event, something. Thinking like, you know, if we went to the Atomic Arcade, that's up kind of near Salt Lake, that'd be cool. I have an old video I should put out on that again maybe, and another video that I recorded but I never edited and put on. Bummer. So yeah. I think the chicken's good to go. I'm gonna start cutting. Make some room. Oh, we got a little bit of loading there. We'll do it over here. For this, I'm gonna grab a nice and big meat cutting board. One side has a lot more cuts than the other, I just noticed. So we'll use the side with less cuts, even though it's also more curvy. Also, if you didn't see, I was earlier playing my own video game. So go check that one out if you so desire. I'm tired. But I've also was talking earlier too about all the walking around that I did today. Return off at the post office for the tablet. And tomorrow is the day that the other tablet comes. Wish me luck. Or no, not comes, but the day that it ends on bidding. Hopefully I get it cheap. If not, then I'm seriously thinking about use a fork. Seriously thinking about going for one of the local ones too, because also I kind of like the idea of helping somebody local in the community. It just sounds. Hold on a second. Actually, what we should do, 2 forks please, because this is cutting. Yeah, kind of shred the chicken. That's what I'm talking about. I need to get my chair again. And yes, we want it to bubble and boil away. We're trying to cook off some of that moisture and that juice. At some point, I think it would be cool if I made a contraption like a distiller so that it would go off and come down on another side. Because I'd like to drink that moisture and that juice flowing off of it, but not necessarily have it on the thing, because you don't want super runny, moist taco mix. Another option too that would help with this is if I pureed the beans, they would add some thickness to it, but I don't want to do that. Or I could also add more beans too, like some refried beans. But I think what we got going is good for now. This is, by the way, chicken breast, white meat. I do not like dark meat.
Yeah.
Which was especially, I didn't do a video on it, but there was, so I've been to an Asian market. It's the one by Sherwin-Williams on State Street, kind of near where I work. And they had a food court. It was like something Asian Cuisine Express or something was what the restaurant inside of their little food court was called. And it's not there anymore. They've closed. I don't know why they closed down, but it says food court available for rent, waiting for someone to fill it up. Which is sad because I have some friends who liked it, including one of them who loved, like, he would go to Sherwin-Williams to get paint for projects and stuff. He loved going and getting some of their honey walnut shrimp. But we tried like some of their chow mein noodles, which were good. And the orange chicken was good, except for it was a mix of light and dark meat, and I didn't like that. Other than that, they did good. It was good. But yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this back so I have a little more room to continue working. As soon as I shred this a little bit up a bit here. I haven't really done shredded meats a lot in the past. It's a little bit easier when they're super tender. Like last time I did shredded was for some sandwich meat, where I literally like slow cooked several hours overnight some beef, and then a separate thing some pork with Frank's Red Hot Slammin' Sriracha. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. So. I think that's pretty good. Also, cooking it down should help. Okay. I've already cooked down a bunch of the moisture. That's what it looks like. We got a little bit of pinkness here. Thankfully we're putting it back on to cook. Oh yeah. Ugh. This doesn't sound like a good idea to me, but one of the things I saw at the Holiday gas station was a gummy bracelet. Now I'm fine with the other candy bracelets. I mean, sucking on them, they do kind of get a little bit gross, especially on your wrist. but not as bad as a gummy bracelet. Like a sweet tart type thing doesn't melt in your hand, doesn't do much. But a gummy could melt and just get disgusting, and you're gonna, I don't know, you wear it around for a little while before you eat it. It's just gonna get gross. No, I'm sorry, bad idea. Unless you eat it right away, but even then, still. Because also gummies are sticky. So if you got any kind of dirt, whatever, on you that's not desirable, it's gonna more likely stick to the gummy than it is a hard, crunchy little piece of sweet tartish. And I just wanna go take a bath and take a bath. Probably do that. Oh, also, Gordon's not here to hear this anymore, but if anybody does hear this, since it's gaming month, probably do a little more in Neverhood tomorrow, because I think I got it fixed. I'll talk about that in the Neverhood thing. But yeah, as soon as we get the chicken in here, we can go in for a taste. Also, I planned out the flavors so that the chips add flavor to it. If it was Doritos chips, that'd be another story. They add like cheesiness to the party. But here, it's like a slight spicy chili type flavor. And we do have chili and lime in here, but the flavors are so different, I figured they would pair good together. And I planned it as such, as opposed to the annoying scenario like salsa chips, where this could be good, but also it's got flavor, so why? Or like, a lot of times you put salsa on something, and then you put guacamole on something, but your guacamole has salsa ingredients in it. I prefer my choice of salsa and plain guacamole. Especially not spicy guacamole. Spicy is good on some stuff. I like spicy in my burritos and things when they need spice, especially like rancheritos. If you get something with beef in it, no flavor, it needs spice to, I don't know, add flavor and taste like something other than just beef and bitter peppers. But once you add, but you know, you don't need double. So spice is good there, but if we're talking like just chips and salsa, no. No spice there, ever. Please, just no. Well, some spice, but not much. I don't like my mouth being on fire. Okay. But they're actually getting really close to done with things. They've got sheetrock up. I don't know what else is left for them to do right now. There's going to be like painting and stuff I think they'll do. But my mom's going to have somebody texture it. Too much work.
Maybe a little bit more, Kevin.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. So yeah, it's turning out great. I am super excited. Now I'm curious. I wonder what the field of view of my expensive camera is compared to my phone, and then compare that to with the wide angle lens on my phone. Is it wider? Is it not? I kind of hope that it's the same or less wide than my camera. The same being better. For my actual wide angle lens on my phone. Okay, I've turned it down a bunch. Now it's on 3 where it was on 6. And I'm just checking like how separate the chicken does in here. Because this could use a little more separation in my opinion. But if you put it back in, let it get moisture and cook, it should separate a little better, as example from the chicken that's in here. So go ahead and do that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and cover this thing, turn it back to 5, get another drink, fall asleep.
I've already included.
Yeah.
Problem is, that outlet is in the way.
If we just take off the cover, can we put that side in first and then this?
That's what I want to do, but I put it in the wrong side first.
Oh, and you have to all that.
I might add a little tomato to this now that I think about it. I mean, we do have salsa and stuff. It has some tomato in it, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's give this a little taste, though. That does not have any chicken with it. That is really good. I really just want to lay down and take a nap. We're gonna add one more tarhin. Classico.
It's binding on that.
Okay. We've now added maybe a tablespoon of tarhin. Let's go ahead and give that a mix up. Better. It's got a hint of tartness to it. That limey flavor. Everything else is good. So, yeah. How much longer do you think you guys will be?
Either 1 minute or
Do you guys really want some rice? Cause didn't cook any, but I'm thinking I could.
Smells great.
What?
It smells great, yes.
Do you want rice though with this?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Okay, I will cook some rice. Fairly standard rice cooking procedure, so I'll probably get it started though. I have 1 cup of water. This is jasmine rice.
Right there.
But here too, I'm just gonna
There you go, took some of the dust away. Got our pot. Coming to a boil. Getting 1 cup of jasmine rice.
Down low now. Finding its bottom.
There we go, that's boiling. And we're down to 3.
We're good up here. It's just down at the floor. Watch out.
see because
It's on.
Let's get it boiling again.
No, I think if it gets to wood, I don't think you need to do that anymore. You just have to cut that out, but right now I can just screw it in.
Jasmine rice.
There we go. Thought you were gonna be the real tough guy and use the piece. Thinking it out.
wonder if you could cook rice faster by having it on a high boil, but also keep feeding it water. Well, anyways, that's it. We're cooking jasmine rice. We'll have this with chips and rice, and it'll be great.
Where's that? This is where's the white? Oh.
Ah, hey Alex. Totally, yeah. Like, I don't know when you work next, but oh, hold on a second.
It might be drawn through the oil.
That's it. That's the wrong way. That way.
Okay.
That good? No, I can't see, so let's try that. Yeah, good enough. I wonder. Oops, that's really jiggled it.
You know what it is?
Hold on, I'm gonna take this off.
Is, this stuff that we cut off that fell between this and the wall. I think after what I've done there, you're not gonna get it out.
There we go, that's good enough.
So, I think
Just the edge, especially on the right, looks really blurry on the feed. I think that's just a result of wide angle, but I'm not sure. Overall, it's not the greatest. My question though. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. That's important. I would need a bigger, better setup if I was gonna do this, but so yeah,
Caleb, would you run and answer the phone and tell her I'm drilling?
that. Oh, it is her. I was thinking it wasn't because it said phone number.
Run up here.
It's over here.
Okay, answer it, please. Tell her I'm drilling. Screwing.
Hey. She's actually drilling right now. Yes, it is. Yeah, she's drilling right now. Drilling.
Screwing.
No, we're here at home. She's busy drilling stuff into a wall. She's busy drilling stuff into a wall.
tell her we're hanging drywall.
No, she's at home, but she's working upstairs doing stuff. Yep. No. Okay. Okay, well, yeah. So I'm gonna end the stream here because it's just rice cooking. See you guys.